Hi guys, welcome back. We are continuing with Tangle Tower. Last time I had my theory about the cracked items around, like the gramophone, everything. I really think that that might have been Detective Hawkshaw's doing, maybe because she was looking for it, or it could even be the professor's doing. What I want to do now is go straight into Penelope's room. We never went to Penelope's room. We kind of just left at the diary. We talked about Fifi stealing, well, not stealing, but taking Freya's diary and so forth. So let's just continue into Penelope's room. Let's see what she has there, what she's hiding, if you will. Okay, Penny's room. My goodness, I have to say this is a nice room. I really like this room. I love that. Oh my God, nature, beautiful birds, everything.
A little tea set. Looks recently used.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Birdseed.
That's adorable, I gotta say.
A little bedtime reading.
Let's see. Romance novels, detective novels, and
What?
this one appears to be both.
Nice.
Okay.
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds?
Okay, let's look closer.
Nope. They're wooden.
All right.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
That's true. Why does she have this? Okay, swap the positions of the 7 birds. Why would I want to swap the positions of the 7 birds? Okay, let's see what this puzzle has to offer. What I like about this game is that when you press this, it gives you like a
Nope.
hint.
There must be some logic to how the birds are arranged. Something to do with those white lines.
Yeah, so I like that. It doesn't give you away the whole thing, but you're not really like, it's not really disappointing. Sometimes you need help. Okay, so in this puzzle, the lines are connected. So what could they do? Does it have to do with their eyes, like looking at each other? Like, I don't know. Let's see if I could take this guy. Oh, did it make noise? Oh yeah, you can hear the go. That's so cute. Okay, so let's see what the logic of this is. They're connected. Okay, so these two would create something here. So whatever is here. I'm wondering if it has to do with colors, maybe? Like, for example, red and blue. Sorry, that's green. I mixed green. Red. Well, no, it has to be connected. They have to make sense. So, what makes green? Yellow and blue, right? So maybe if we put yellow and blue up here, that would make green. This is light green. So white and green would make light green. Red and... I would say red and blue would make brown, right? Is this... Wait. So maybe this is not the right position?
No, that was it.
Nice work.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, I think it has to do with the colors, yeah. So yeah, that was correct. Great.
Did the door open? What's in there?
Ooh, now I'll get her. A ripped piece of paper crumpled into a ball, red flower petals were found inside. A message is angrily scrawled with the paper. Now I'll get her. Ooh. Oh my goodness, this is a love triangle. This is definitely Penny, probably. And it has to do with red petals, so maybe, okay, interesting. She's ticked off.
That's sunflower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
A brightly colored flower with an unusual shape. It looks very healthy and well looked after. The soil in the pot looks fresh and moist. It's also an unusual blue color. Oh my God, look at these
Ever get
hats.
the feeling you're being watched?
The mannequins don't have eyes, though.
That's not a comforting sentence.
I don't think there's really much.
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them.
We need to confront Penelope about this. And the potted flower? It's kind of weird. Okay, I think that's all there is here. There's not much except these cute little birdies.
Looks like nature invited itself in. Rude.
That's not rude. I like it. I like it. I think it's kind of nice. Yeah, a lot of suitcases here. Weird. Anything under the rug?
This is the fanciest room so far.
Too fancy.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. It's really fancy. All right, Penelope. Tell us about the note.
That's rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope. You'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business.
Kind of is.
Yes, it's my my flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
Between you and me, I think it's a little vulgar.
Okay, so obviously she doesn't like it. I'm guessing that Fitz gave it to her.
There's something about the report of Fitz going up Pointer Tower. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Okay, actually, let's go now. But I'm trying to think, what was... It's funny, why did that get queued in, like, now? We already had... Okay, let's confront him. First, I kind of want to ask about this.
Those petals, they,
What?
they're red.
Okay, they're red. Yeah. We saw a lot of roses around. I noticed a lot of, like, the gramophone. Like, look at this. This has a rose there too. Interesting. And I think what's her name? Oh gosh, I forget the names already. Poppy. Poppy's room had some flowers and roses, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to.
That's kind of strange. Since they're engaged. That's really weird, right? Okay. Alright. We never asked about Felix. Okay, let's just put our suspicions. Ask about our suspicions to him. Let's go.
So, Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower. Holding a knife.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. I don't own a knife. And I don't sneak. Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much. But yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do you think, Grimoire?
Fifi lied about seeing Fitz. Fifi definitely saw Fitz holding a knife. Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't think she would lie. She doesn't seem like a person who would really conjure something like that. She's too straightforward. So maybe she did see him.
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what was it?
Maybe it was a trowel? Is it this that she saw? Let's say that. Yeah, let's go with this.
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it at all.
I'm trying to like remember from the last episode. I think it was Penny who gave him this troll, I'm guessing, and so he doesn't really use it. I don't think Poppy gave it to him. Or did he? Did she? I don't know. Okay. So about it. Okay, so is there a reason for Fitz to go up Pointer Tower with the trowel? Yes. Actually, there is a reason. Now that I look at this, I'm wondering if, look, actually this one, I'm wondering if he gave it to her because she doesn't like it. And the only person who's into flowers and plants is Fitz here, who, since they're engaged, would probably give anything to her. So let's say, is part of matching, is the only thing that was used to bury, is used by Fitz to look after. So an ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room, right?
An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
That flower.
Yes.
I've never seen it before.
What?
We need a clue to compare to that flower. Something that proves its connection to Fitz.
Okay, let's check that out. Well, they both have this blue soil. So I guess that's what we compare it to, right? The potted flower.
Let's take a closer look at these.
Okay, let's take a closer look. So, the similarities obviously are not the flowers, but the actual soil. The pot and soil, yes, found in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in the garden, right? Found in Fitz's greenhouse.
The pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse. Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence.
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
It took me a long time to breed. I wanted the colors to be exactly right.
That's some gift.
Turns out Penny isn't particularly interested in looking after plants. So I go into her room every now and again when she's not there. Water the flower, change the soil, just trying to keep it alive.
That's really sad, actually. I've got to say. Okay, let's go. We haven't gone here. Let's go up here. Astronomy tower. Wow. I want an astronomy tower in my house. I want to build a hole in my roof and just completely Lara Croft style, just have my own place. Yeah, as if that's really realistic, right?
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering. So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could the speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Ooh.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Okay, buddy, let's see. Tell us about
Me?
yourself.
Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh, dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return, nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the cosmos I say hi.
Okay.
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening.
Was it because of Hawkshaw? Okay. Let's ask.
Hard to read, that one. But she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
That's rude. Rude. Okay. Freya.
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her. But I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I've begun to notice her by herself, wandering the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. This guy is definitely up to something. He hired Hawkshaw. They're looking for something. And I'm guessing Freya was looking for that very thing as well. And she just got in his way. All right. We're gonna ask about.
A listless soul drifting through the ether.
What's wrong with her?
Not sure. She's always been trouble. Comes from a dysfunctional family. I'd say you could ask her about it, but I think you might find that to be a bit of a dead end.
Yeah, a little convenient, don't you think?
Ah, yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will on others.
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent, that one.
You sound jealous. Wait, are you two science rivals?
Oh no, we operate on very different wavelengths. Literally.
Is it possible that Fiona's not the one that's going to inherit everything? And Freya, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that would be a reason for anyone to get rid of Freya or Fifi or anything. Like the inheritor of the actual manor, the house, the two towers. I wonder. And maybe that's why he was looking for that object. Maybe that is like an object that would give the right to inheritance. And maybe Freya found out and she was probably trying to find it to help Fifi. Who knows? Like, I don't know. I mean, this is getting really twisted now. Let's go and talk about...
My Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Because she's a suspect.
Oh, no, I can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never... Well, the truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. The playing field has never really been even since she left.
Where did she go?
Away. She went away.
Did she go away, or was she like killed and buried under like the tower? Maybe that's what Freya was looking for. I would actually laugh if that was actually true and that was a twist in the whole like story, but I'm wondering now. I'm wondering, this guy is really weird.
Ah, Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
Penny's your niece, is that right?
At this moment in time, until she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world of the Pointers and join the Fellows. Like rats deserting a sinking ship.
Okay, he's definitely... I wonder if there was something buried with... I don't know now. I'm just thinking like a complete, serial killing thing. Okay.
What do you want me to say? He's the gardener.
He's a member of the family.
Yeah, but not the Pointer family.
What happened to his parents, do you know?
His father, Flint, is Felix's brother. Strange man. Don't think anybody knows what happened to him, but he certainly doesn't live here anymore.
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her. She never actually married into the Fellow family. Her relationship with Flint was, it was short-lived.
Okay.
He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends.
Okay. I asked about everyone here. Okay, let's ask about... Okay, oh gosh, so many clues and evidence. So... I kind of want to ask about what happened to Poppy. Maybe we should confront him. Actually, let's ask about the portrait first.
I find that painting to be in rather bad taste.
Oh, yeah?
The knife with real blood on it? The whole thing is rather vulgar.
Okay, so he thinks it's a knife.
Here's a thought. Do you suppose the paintbrush could be the murder weapon? After all, it was found at the scene, right next to Freya's body.
I guess it's possible.
Wait a minute. That is an interesting point he just brought up. Wasn't it Fitz that said the water is toxic around, or there was something toxic around Tangle Tower? Maybe we're looking at this the whole, like it was meant for us to think that it was a knife. That's why there was blood there. Someone planted, like we said. But what if there was poison on the tip of the brush? There was like poison on the paint. I mean, that's a wild thing to think about, but maybe that's why she just dropped dead right so close to the canvas. Maybe there was toxic in the paint. While she was painting, she was breathing it in and she just passed out. And then the blood was like a plant, like a framing, like someone was like trying to make it look like it was a knife. Interesting way to think, but maybe that is something. Maybe that is something. Yeah. I'm starting to think now she was poisoned or she inhaled toxic paint. Okay, what else do we want to ask about? So that was that. Do we want to ask about paints?
Is this important?
Possibly.
Okay, so he doesn't know anything about that. Let's ask about this letter.
Where on earth did you find that?
It was in a bush outside. I think someone threw it away.
How peculiar.
Okay, a little sus, right? Let's ask about the broken items. Now I've got my eye on him.
Pointer property originally, purloined by the Fellows. Typical.
Okay. So maybe, yeah, that's why. Okay, let's go to the other broken thing.
Curious creature, isn't it? Some sort of amphibious bipedal fishman.
Playing a trumpet.
Playing a trumpet, yes.
Okay, doesn't know anything about that. The cracked jars he doesn't know anything about either. Anything else? Cracked
I
tape.
haven't seen that tape for a long time. Who broke it?
No idea.
Ah, well, possessions are fleeting, my friends.
Okay, I'm gonna ask about the picture.
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
Who?
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either.
Yeah, she has changed. Okay, let's ask about the bird.
That's a very old book, isn't it? Looks like someone could have taken better care of it.
I like the look of a well-read book. Better than one that's never been opened.
Ah, well put.
Okay, and this
Freya
photo?
was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it look like to you?
To me, it's a big, red thing.
What a fascinating interpretation.
He's right, though. It is a big red thing.
And who's the big red thing right now so far? I'm gonna say it, Haksha. All right, let's ask about the birds.
That's rather a small cage for 3 birds, isn't it? But then, aren't we all trapped in a cage?
I really want to get him to ask. I want to ask about the circumstance. Oh, actually, let's ask
What's
about
this?
It looks like it might be a telescope. Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see?
Right.
It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
Yeah, but everyone thinks it's his, so I'm wondering, yeah, so he's acting dumb about that. Okay.
Well, now, that is most definitely none of my business. Quite possibly none of yours either.
It's funny because he's kind of okay, it's kind of strange. He's really strange. I think I'm gonna stop. Let's see.
Oh, you found a murder weapon?
Steady on. It's just a gardening trowel.
Looks like a weapon to me.
Okay. Oh, let's talk
A
about the
very
statue.
old statue indeed. I'd recommend you leave it well alone. The poor fellow's in bad enough shape as it is.
Yeah, okay, so he definitely has something to do with that. Yeah, let's leave this. We I think we're done for now. I want to look around here and see what's going on.
Every astronomy tower needs a telescope.
I want to try.
Ooh, let's take a look.
It's the tower opposite this
Oops.
one.
What's this? What?
Is that a window?
I think it is.
Is there another room above Flora's room?
We should check that next time we're over there.
Okay, but what's more creepy is this guy is looking at Flora. He's seeing everything.
You can see right into Flora's room.
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. She's looking up. Behind her is the backside of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from this angle.
I think she's waiting for her bird. I think she just stands there waiting. Now, this bothers me that in the painting, there was 2 of these plants.
It's that little plant Flora keeps on the window ledge.
Don't you think it would fall off? In the wind.
Maybe it's glued down.
That's interesting. Don't you think it would fall off in the wind? I wonder if the other one fell. Is there anything else I should be like looking at here? Like,
I can just about see the gramophone.
yeah, we need to go check that out.
Isn't this
That's
supposed to be an astronomy telescope? I'm pretty sure you need to see the sky for astronomy to work.
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
Is he in love with Flora or like it's weird. He's a weird guy. I don't know where to click. There's so much stuff everywhere.
Yeah, it's too cloudy to see any stars right now.
It's also daytime.
I love how he's like being creepy in front of us. Look at him. He's like ogling at Flora. It's so creepy. What's up here?
Yeah, it's too cloudy.
It's also daytime.
Yeah, okay. Let's see what else he has here.
It's tidier than my desk. Oh, the notebook is untouched. It's
So, even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
Okay, we obviously have to go look at this. But let's look up here first.
Pretty.
Anything here?
the bell jar. It's empty.
What do people normally keep in bell jars?
Other than bells, you mean?
I would have thought a rose. I'm thinking about Beauty and the Beast, the single rose that's trapped inside or held protected. And in fact, oh no, these are just leaves. I thought it was like rose petals. Okay, let's look at the obvious.
I've always wanted one of those.
A mechanical solar system? What would you do with it?
I would look at it.
Wait a minute. Earth in the middle, sun on the outside. How old is this thing?
Earth-centric. Okay, rotate the 5 planets, the sun and the moon around the middle. So, okay, we can't move. I need a bit more of a hint here.
Nothing.
So there are 2 ways to move the shadows.
Okay.
Rotate the planets and rotate the sun and moon.
So it has to do with the shadows. I'm guessing we have to.
I got it.
I'm impressed. Did you hear that? Something unlocked.
There's a little hatch underneath? What's in there?
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
Aha. Whoa. What is this? Various research notes and diagrams. The golden beetle, named for its exoskeleton composed of mineral approximately 90% identical to gold, has a lifespan of several years. It fends off predators with a loud hiss, records of over 95 decibels, and by being completely undigestible. This mistid has a somewhat spurious reputation for causing ill fortune to those that see it. Did Freya see it by any chance? I wonder. Oh, what is this? Me being suspicious. Hold on. That looks like this, isn't it? That looks like the clip used. Has she seen something like a file or document? Okay, wait a minute. So this professor is looking for this golden beetle. Hawkshaw was hired to look for this golden beetle. Now, I'm guessing the objects that have been cracked were broken on purpose to see if this object is in it for whatever reason. But this is a golden beetle. It's a living object. It's a living creature. It has a lifespan. But its armor, exoskeleton, is made of gold. That should be a very heavy piece of. So I'm wondering if Freya painted this actual clip. This is a sample, maybe? Did she paint a sample? What is this supposed to be? This looks like a horn. This looks like a trumpet horn. What is this? The symbol here. Is it just by chance? Is it just supposed to be shadows, or is something to it? And it says 4. Okay, so interesting. He's got research notes and other things as well. We need to ask him.
There's something about Hawkshaw's handheld microscope. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Wait, later. I want to confront him first. What are you looking for? Oh, we never asked for a statement? How's that possible? Like, let's ask
I
for a
was at
statement.
my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
Dude, I mean, if it was me and I hired Hawkshaw, I'd literally run to Hawkshaw and be like, dude, we just had a murder. Can you come and investigate? Isn't that strange? I think he was looking for that book we saw on the floor in the library. Do you guys remember that book that was in the insect section that was there? I'm wondering if Hawkshaw actually went to the library to look that up, what she was looking for, perhaps. And he went after that book. He was researching, but how convenient, right? Just at the moment, he was at the telescope, and then he went to his table. I find that really, really weird. Let's ask about that.
So, we found some research. What's up with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't help you, I'm afraid. I think it must be something left behind by a previous inhabitant of Tangle Tower. I'm not the first scientist to ever walk these halls, you know.
Well, it wasn't in the halls. It was in your astronomy tower.
Okay. I wonder if the Remingtons had this beetle. They hid it in Boggy. Boggy, the harp. Okay.
There's something about Pointer's astronomy habits. Something suspicious.
Yeah.
Let's ask him about it.
All right, let's ask. Oh, what?
That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all.
Wait, what? Later. I want to ask him. That was weird.
So,
I'm not ready.
Professor, what interests you about astronomy exactly?
It's not a matter of being interested. Once you expand your mind to the wider universe, it cannot be unexpanded.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you been an astronomer?
I really don't like to give exact values unless I'm sure I can quantify them.
Convenient.
Why do you ask me these things?
I have a theory about you, Professor.
Oh, go on.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on. You're trying to get a planet after yourself? Absolutely. I doubt that. He's not even looking at the stars. You're not really interested in astronomy at all. Yeah, that's what I think. You discovered a meteor is heading... No, you're not
You're
interested.
not really interested in astronomy at all.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I think you're interested in a slightly different field of research.
Like spying on people and being creepy. Yeah. That's the research.
I don't have time for tiny, insignificant insects. My studies focus only on the inconceivably large and the unimaginably far away.
Right. That's why you like using your telescope so much.
Yes, naturally. My little portal into another world.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, about that. So does Pointer really use his telescope for astronomy? Absolutely not. That's a crime scene. Was trying to hide, was on top of, was actually looking at, okay, so Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky. Yeah. There we go.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
First, you accuse me of being a lowly entomologist. Now you're accusing me of, what, spying?
Are you spying?
Why would I need to spy on Flora?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen, and it's made you paranoid. You think somebody stole it from you.
Might not have been Flora you were spying on. Might have been Freya.
Mhm.
It's a very precious
Yep.
specimen, incredibly rare, valuable in ways you could never understand. Freya was always sneaking around, both towers and in the gardens too. She was definitely up to something.
So,
She found it, I
this
think.
next question is important. You were looking to Flora's room around the time of the murder. Did you witness the crime, Professor?
No, I didn't. When I looked into the room, Flora was already lying on the floor.
Flora? You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was lying by the window. I couldn't see Freya at all. It was fairly dark, and the telescope isn't at a very good angle. That's why I decided to head over there myself. I needed to know what was going on.
This changes your statement, doesn't it?
No, everything I told you in my statement was true.
Apart from the reason you left your tower in the first place.
Right.
Actually, this lines up with what Fitz said when he said that when he walked in, Flora was kneeling on the floor.
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
Not now, later, buddy, later.
Freya was definitely up to something.
Yeah.
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed something.
No, I want to go to the attic first. Let's hold on a second. We saw there was yeah, let's go there quickly because, and now we know the entomology place. Okay, entomologist. That's what the section of the library. We know that he was looking. Ooh, what's in here?
Just dusty junk.
What's that?
What is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
Reel thingy. I like it. A brass reel with a screw at the top. Coiled around the reel is a length of. Wait. Is this where the telescope goes to? Coiled around the reel is a length of fine red rope. Wait, does a telescope on that? God, this is so creepy.
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
Maybe I won't open it.
Yeah, I want to open it.
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky attic boring you?
Kinda.
Uh,
Someone painted out the window.
Do you think it was done recently?
No idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
Just dusty junk.
okay.
It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
You know, there's a name for that.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
Gross. Even worse, right? There's another one here.
It's a jar. The head screws off.
Oh, it's a jar.
Huh.
At least the moths are kept well fed.
Is there anything else here? So it's just this? What about this?
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky attic boring?
Kinda.
I know. So that's weird. So I guess it's just a thing that we have. All right. First of all, do I have anything to check up on? I'm gonna go and talk to Hawkshaw. Oh wait, we do have something. I keep going. I'm so confused. We do have to go to Hawkshaw. We have suspicions on her. Let's go. So, anyways, I want to talk to her. You.
This little microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense, if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry. We already worked out what you're searching for.
Absolutely. So, what has Hawkshaw been hired to find? The golden beetle.
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He's not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
Exactly. It's not a microscope at all. It's broken. It doesn't work. Hawkshaw doesn't know how to use it. It's not a
It's
microscope.
not a microscope at all.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
Yeah, we are. So, okay. What's the problem with Hawkshaw's microscope? The handheld microscope is part of a telescopic lens. Would that be it? It's made entirely of... I would say it's part of a telescopic lens.
The handheld microscope,
Aha.
according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy?
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things
Freya.
have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Yeah, thought so. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I had a question for her regarding this.
What is that?
I'm not sure. It looks like it attaches to something else.
Why don't you go back and double-check the area you found it? Maybe you'll find the rest of the something else.
I'm not so sure about that.
Should we go back? I don't think so. Let's ask about this.
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it?
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them.
Okay. Wait, we never asked her about this painting?
I admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone even liked it enough to take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why they took the photograph, do we? Perhaps they just wanted it for reference.
They wanted it for reference. Whatever, man. I think it's her. Okay. We didn't ask a lot.
Some
Wait.
breed of amphibious humanoid. Potentially bipedal. Although none of the statues show the creature's feet.
I guess we'll never know.
So she's not going to tell us about
A
the craft.
somewhat cumbersome device. And an altogether inefficient way to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
Yeah, she's not going to talk about how the reason they're cracked, so that doesn't really help. What about
These
this?
people really are ridiculous, aren't they?
Okay, so no, we're done. Let's ask about suspects. Let's ask about...
I find her rather embarrassing. Little more than a spoiled child.
Penny must be at least 25.
27. Just makes it worse.
Okay.
Poppy has remarkable musical talent. She could be famous, wealthy even, if she wanted to.
She'd probably have to leave Tangle Tower first.
Quite.
Okay, so there's nothing here. We can go here because now we have, I guess, a solution, but let's go here. Ooh, what's this?
This wasn't here before.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say? Grimoire?
This is my new friend. He likes music. Simple melodies will move his soul. Best of luck you too, Freya. Best of luck you too, Freya? A wooden toy of some kind. A layer of dark ink lays beneath a sheet of glass. What am I supposed to do with it?
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well?
It's a perfect match.
Well, it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
Whoa, what happened? Unfinished business. Continue. Let's just... Okay, let's go up there. Okay. He likes music. Okay. Try it. God, this is so creepy.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that humming... Wait, let's go back down.
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
Yeah, let's take a look. See this, right? It doesn't seem... We have this, but we need to find... It doesn't seem like this puzzle can be solved. Yeah, we need to find the rest. Where can we go? How do we find the rest?
Let's come back later.
Okay, I'm just gonna go here and see what we have to do. Okay. So let's see what's happening. Okay, suspect statements. Okay.
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then I heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs. Just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it, until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice, as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Tangle Tower to find Professor Pointer. So I escorted her.
I left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi, too. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Okay, wait, I just realized, why did Felix go into Fitz's room? Wait, this is interesting. What's with the circle here?
We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
I think she was poisoned. I think, was Freya stabbed by a knife? Why was there blood on the painting? Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink-dipped feather to resemble a bloody knife.
Blood from the paint pot
Yeah, we
was
know
used
that.
to paint the red tip of the painted ink-dipped feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Yeah, that's
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
Nothing.
Could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what, and more interested in the how.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with the painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a hole?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over?
Exactly.
Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
Exactly. All right, I think we'll stop here and we'll continue next time. So thanks for joining me. Bye.